Happy New Year everyone, and welcome to my first video of 2024. So I wanted to do a follow-up video to one I did at the end of last year, and that was on the worst side missions in the Batman Arkham series. So today we're going to do a video on the best, and like the last video, it's only going to be 3 just to make it even. So without wasting anyone's time, let's go straight into number 3, which is going to be the Azrael side mission in Batman Arkham Knight. Now, the reason that I have this at number 3, where I assume a lot of people wouldn't even consider this to be one of the best, the reason that I have this at such a high spot is because of the ending, where you actually get a choice as to how the mission ends, and also because I really like the story part of it as well. So in Arkham Knight, at the very beginning, we're told that Batman's going to die, so having like him sort of training a new Batman is a really cool concept, and I think that they did really well in terms of writing. In terms of gameplay, Azrael plays basically the same as Batman, which I think they could have changed up a little bit, but considering he wants to become the new Batman, obviously not literally, but he'd become the new protector of Gotham, it makes sense to have him play the exact same as Batman, because of course he is teaching him. Now, what I said at the end, of course, about how you get to choose the ending, so you get to decide at the end of this mission whether Azrael attacks Batman, or if he chooses not to. And of course, if you choose to try and attack Batman, it doesn't work, you get thrown in jail. But if you don't, the ending is a lot more, I guess, positive for Azrael. Not being in jail is probably it's probably the right step, right? So I really enjoy the ending, and I like how, you get to do like a whole bunch of simulation fights, with Azrael. And even though it's not difficult, because again, he plays like Batman, so you're literally just doing what you've been doing the whole game, it is nice to get to play as a different character. And it almost feels like a test of your skills as Batman this far into the game, which I really like. I always found flying around the city trying to find his fire bat symbols was really fun and a really cool idea. So that's going to go at number 3. Again, I know a lot of people wouldn't even consider this one, but I really enjoyed it. Alright, so next up I have Shadow War from Arkham Knight. Now, this one I really enjoy. This one centers around Ra's al Ghul and of course his assassins. Now, I think this one is really cool because it has a lot of things that makes this game and the whole series really fun. So of course you have your traversal, you have combat, but you also have a lot of problem solving. And I think the way this mission starts is actually really cool. How you're using Batman's detective mode to scan crime scenes and things like that, and then when you actually get to the place where the actual, I guess, the majority of the mission takes place, it's really bloody, there's dead bodies everywhere, it's an abandoned place, but it's massive, and it has a very creepy atmosphere that reminds me a lot of Arkham Asylum, but more violent. It has a very claustrophobic feel that just reminds me of that game. Then of course, a big thing to discuss is the ending, where you get to decide, and you'll notice the endings where you actually get to decide what happens are very big for me, because I like deciding what actually happens to this character after the game. And in this one, you get the choice to either kill Ra's or let him live. Now, if you choose to kill him, you're technically not killing him, because you're not the one who's actually caused him to get this bad, so you can just choose not to save him, which personally, that is what I did, because before actually playing it, I saw a playthrough and someone let him live, and I'm pretty sure he escapes, something like that, and I didn't really want to do that, so I decided to let Batman not save him, because technically it's not killing him. Batman didn't get him to that point, so I didn't really see it as Batman breaking his code. You might see it that way, and that's alright. But yeah, an ending that you get to determine is always really fun. Again, I think the set pieces were really cool, all the different locations you get to go to. The ninja designs are pretty cool. I liked Raish's design as well. Just a very strong side mission, and I think even though Arkham Knight has a lot of issues, I think some of its side missions are actually some of the best that Rocksteady ever made. It could be because of things like better graphics, but I think the actual gameplay in Arkham Knight, it being the most refined, helps it have probably the best, if not close to the best side missions in the whole series. Now at number 1, I have Identity Theft from Batman Arkham City. Now this one is amazing. This is from Arkham City, and this one has always been my favorite side mission. One of my favorite things just to do with the Arkham series since I first played this game. And let's just get straight into it for those who don't know what actually happens. This one is to do with Hush, and we see him in Arkham Knight, and I discussed him in my worst side missions video, but in Arkham City he's actually really good. You have to go around the city, you're scanning a bunch of people who have had, pieces of their face taken, and what's like a really, really nice little piece of dialogue is when Oracle, talks to Batman, and she's like, the person doing it, like their face is Bruce Wayne's, and you get this sort of thing from Batman where he's sort of questioning whether it's possible that he actually did the crime, like that he actually took these people's faces, because, like Oracle mentions, it could have been Scarecrow getting to him again. Like, it makes us, and even Batman, which is pretty crazy, think like, holy shit, like, could I have actually done this? And you can see Batman trying to fight off that idea. He's like, there's no way I'd do this. And of course he is right. We find out that it is actually Hush who is doing this, and he, of course, we're Batman, so he doesn't know Batman is Bruce until the next game anyway. But Batman, of course, is really surprised when he gets there, because when he takes off all the bandages, he looks exactly like him. So you can see he's pretty taken aback, like he's very, very confused. And the mission ends not the best, even though I love the build-up and the reveal. I think him just sort of leaving isn't the best. I feel like there could have been some type of fight, maybe even more dialogue, but that doesn't ruin the mission at all. I still think it's the best mission in the series in terms of side missions. So with that all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Before I go, I just wanted to let you guys know that recently I just did a poll. So if you guys could possibly go over to the community tab, my most recent poll, I want you guys to leave me some questions if you can. So if you could please do that. It can be about anything, and there can be more than one question. That's perfectly all right. Please consider going over and doing that. It would mean very, very much to me. With all that being said, again, thank you for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.